Miss Cora. Let me just set this down. What can I help you with today? Okay. So you're looking for a heart healing. Well, I think that you are just in luck, as I am Cora, the Heart Healer. Now, before we begin, would you mind just telling me a little bit about what's going on with you, why you feel that you need a heart healing, why your heart needs mending? Okay. Would you mind if I wrote this down? Yes, it's kept completely confidential. However, I do like to just keep a little record of my clients and their thoughts and feelings during the process. It helps to make sure that we are always improving, and it helps so that if you happen to come back, that we know what we've done before and what perhaps would work better for you. Okay, I'm just going to unravel this. My leather-bound journal. Let's see. I've had a lot of clients as of late. It seems that there is a lot of emotional turmoil. Now, would you mind just telling me again what's going on with you, that you feel that your heart needs to be healed? Okay. Excellent. Okay. And that would be it. Alright. Well, I want to say firstly that I completely understand, and I appreciate that you have decided to come to me to intervene on this. It is very admirable for one to realize that perhaps they can't solve this particular problem on their own, and that perhaps they need some outside help. You are allowed to ask for help. You deserve help. And perhaps if you don't think you deserve it, we should rephrase that question and maybe ask instead, would it be helpful to receive some help in this matter? And if it would, then we've answered that question, and you deserve to receive help. Alright, I'm going to set some ambiance for us. I have a pine-scented candle. It smells like fresh cut pine trees, Fraser resin, balsam firs, like if you walked into a tree farm. Very fresh, very soothing. And this one quite well needs to be lit for a while. I've got a little bit of an issue with tunneling, but I think we can solve that right quick. Is there anything at all that I can get you, such as water or tea, perhaps? I have some homemade hot chocolate. If you happen to need anything at all during the course of our healing, you're more than welcome to ask for it. I would acquiesce to even the most complex of requests. Now, our method for diagnosis is similar to that of perhaps a medical doctor, although we're doing a little bit more of a spiritual doctoring here. First, we like to take a nice examination. We might inspect the heart, we might palpate it a little bit, we may auscultate or take a little listen. Is that all right with you if I do that for you? Would you mind if I touch and examine your heart today? Okay, I have your consent. Excellent. If at any point you feel any pain or discomfort, you're more than welcome to rescind the consent. You can revoke consent at any point. It's not a problem, okay? Okay, so first I want to take a little look-see, okay? So let me see where I put my little light. There we are. I apologize, my workspace is a bit of a mess at the moment. As I said before, there's a lot of emotional turmoil, and I find myself to be rather busy at the moment. But not too busy that I can't carve out a spot for you, of course. So, I'd like to take a little look-see into your heart here, if you don't mind. And I want you to know that I do not judge at all. I merely examine, and there is nothing you should be worried of. However, if there's anything that concerns you, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to discuss it with you. I certainly don't mind anyone asking questions here, and I certainly don't mind giving answers. So I'm just going to take a little look here into your heart. So already on the surface, I can see quite a bit of scarring. Looks like this heart has definitely tried to heal itself. Some of these scars are quite well done, quite well manufactured. So in some aspects you've been able to come out on your own. Others are a little hastily done, as if the wound was quite a jagged bit. But I have to say that with the amount of hurt that this heart has received, you have certainly done well on your own. I cannot fault you in the least for what's been done and what you've been doing. Okay. I think next I'm going to have to palpate at your heart a bit. I'm going to just sanitize my hands real quick before we do that, and that I don't wish to mix anything of mine, anything that's been on my hands, with your heart. I want to make sure that cleanliness and sanitation is the top priority when dealing with the inner workings of your being. It's only polite. Common courtesy. Now, do you mind if I just pick through your heart a bit? I promise it won't hurt. I have a very light hand. Okay, so I'm just going to feel around your heart here. Okay. Let me just hold your heart in my hands. Well, certainly despite the trauma, it is a very solid heart, albeit a titch heavy, but I think that comes with the territory, really. I'm just going to feel around the heart a bit. Well, I can certainly tell you it's not beyond repair. I've never found a heart that has been beyond repair. There is always a way to heal your heart. It might be a long journey, it might take a long time, a lot of effort, but it's certainly possible, especially when one puts their mind to it. And certainly when one has a bit of help as well. Sometimes that makes all the difference. You don't have to shoulder it alone, but you can have someone to help guide you through. Now hold on to your heart once more. Just really feel how it beats, feel how it ticks, feel the melody, the song that your heart produces. I see. It's a good beat. It is. But I think it's just a little off for the beat that maybe it should be producing. But I think we can work with that. Lastly, I want to take a little listen. I want to auscultate your heart, if you don't mind. Certainly. I'll be very gentle, but I want to really hear the music that your heart plays. Really want to gain an auditory insight. So let me see here. I see. Would you mind just taking a deep breath in for me? And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. Very good. Deep breath in for me. And out. Lastly, deep breath in for me. And out. Okay. Yes, your heart is certainly making a brilliant sort of music. However, I think that music does not quite line up with what it could be producing. I think we can fix that, though, if that's all right with you. Okay. I'm going to be using a few different tools to heal your heart. There we are. So, I employ a variety of different tools in order to heal your heart. So, firstly, I have a very fluffy brush, very soft, a smoky handle, and this is used to just brush off the dust and dirt and debris on your heart that dulls its shimmer and dulls its shine, that might be just otherwise clogging up an otherwise beautiful organ. I also have some wooden forceps, and these I can use to grab any masses of negativity, grab onto it, pull it out, and dispose of it promptly. So it's very gentle, it's very easy on the heart. I have another rougher brush here. Probably use this one before I use our big fluffy brush to just roughly brush over everything. I have what looks like some chopsticks here, but these are used to help pull apart parts of your heart so I can access the damage a little easier. They're also used to help sew together everything when we're finished. And lastly, a little spade, in that I can use this to just tap away, chisel away at any hard deposits on your heart that I can't otherwise get with our forceps. So those are the tools that I'll be using, and I think we will start with our coarse brush here, move on to our fluffy brush, and we'll go on from there. Again, if at any point there's any pain or discomfort, please let me know so that we can stop and figure out a new route with a path of lesser resistance. Okay? Okay. So, just going to brush over your heart. Okay? Brush, 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 brush. You needn't be ashamed or nervous at all. I have taken care of a lot of different hearts. One might even say thousands. And although it's not an easy task, making sure that you leave this place in much better condition than when you arrived. I think that I am really helping some people, and that's what matters. It matters to me that people leave here feeling better than when they came in. And I think there is a special sort of magic in that. I'm just helping to polish what you already have. I'm just working on the diamond you have given me so that its luster is restored. You are the one who made that diamond, though. You are the one who has the heart that has so much potential take our larger, fluffier brush and just sweep, 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 sweep away. Sweep, 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 sweep away any of the remaining bits, the fine particles of dust, debris. I think that so far you've done an absolutely lovely job with the cards you have been dealt, with the tools you have. I think that you've done the best you can with what you have. And I hope that this perhaps helps you to be able to be better whatever way you see fit. I think that it's no small feat that you have dealt with this for so long on your own. And I hope that you know that it was all for naught. It was not all for naught, rather. Almost took a bit of a dark turn. It was not all for naught. And you have so much more ahead of you. So much more. And I hope that helps. That this helps you to be able to move forward and seize those opportunities. To seize what can help you. To seize what is good for you. Now I think that I'm going to start with our forceps here. And if I find any nasty bits that might need a little more persuasion, then we will employ that. But we'll start with a more gentle approach. So I'm just going to be taking a look at the outside of your heart and just pulling off any negative masses, any negative bits, and disposing of them. Anything that no longer serves you, just grab, pull, and dispose. Grabbing, pulling, and dispose. Grabbing, just grasping on to different bits and pulling that off. So I have noticed a couple of bits where I might need to chisel that out. So it's not too many, nothing too gnarly, really. So I'm just going to chisel around. Pull the offender off and dispose. Excellent. Let's see. Just going to pull that out and take that away. Okay. Okay, that should be it for our hard deposits. There we are. Excellent. So now I think that we can take a little bit of a look more at the inside since we've worked on the outsides. So I'm just going to be pulling apart your heart a bit, just opening up the tissues so that I can work on them. Let's see if we need to cut anything out. Okay, I'm just going to pull, pull that apart. Alright, and then over here, just pulling apart tissues in order to gain a little bit of access into them. Pulling apart these tissues. Okay, I'm just going to be pulling that so that I can see inside. Okay, alright. There is a little bit of deep damage in here, I'm not going to lie. But I think that with a little bit of healing light, that perhaps we can fix that right up. Okay. All right, I see. Okay, I think that we could use a little bit of healing light to penetrate deep inside your heart. And with that light, then we can sew that all back up. And then I think wrap that all up quite nicely, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to be taking my light and just shining it through the different parts of your heart that we have opened up in order to give them a little bit of healing. And then we will sew that on back up. Okay? So during the light healing, I just want you to take deep breaths for me. And I'll give you a little bit of a prompt to work with, okay? But your relaxation helps this just that much more fully, okay? Okay, so I'm going to shine the healing light on your heart, deep into your heart. I want you to take a deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. Good. Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. You're doing perfectly. Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. 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 Okay. Just want to look a little bit. Make sure that's all been taken care of. Taking a quick little glance. So far, everything seems to be healed up rather nicely. Okay, that looks really good. So I think I am going to just take the thread of light and I will use our 6 here to just sew that all together, okay? Sew that nice and tightly. So just going to go over that with our light here. Give me enough to work with. And then we will work on sewing that all back up. Let me see. Okay. So I'm just going to be working here. I am quite a fast sewer, so this won't take too long. sewing up all the little incisions that we made, making sure that's tightly knit back together. How are you feeling so far? Feel a little lighter, a little more at peace? Like how a spider weaves her silk quickly, efficiently, making it a strong yet flexible fiber. There we are. Excellent. So, all that's left now is to seal that all up. I want to just give you a little bit of a quick dust off just from all of the things that we drug up. I just want to make sure those are all whisked away. Okay, just whisk, 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 whisk that all away. Okay. Whisk, 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 whisk away. And now it's time to seal you up with some healing light, and I'll use some energy healing to help you as well. I'm just going to grab our light and hold it over your heart and just bathe it warm white light, moving in soft circles. Would you mind taking a deep breath in for me? And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. And deep breath in for me. And out. Wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to just going to create a little bit of friction, a little bit of energy in order to help jumpstart your heart into where it needs to be. I'm going to use some of the universe's energy. One might call this similar to Reiki or manipulating chi, but I simply will just call this a hands-on healing. Just feeling the energy come from my hands, undulating between my palms and fingers, hold it in my hands. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. Deep breath in for me. And out. You've done so well. You've come so far. And you have so much farther to go. So many things to see. So many things to do. And it all starts with you. Now, in the future, if you have any issues with your heart needing mending, on occasion we need tune-ups. On occasion we need to just make sure that everything is operating correctly. You are more than welcome to come back. I will be more than welcome to make sure that everything is in working order for you. I want you to just promise me that you will try your best to keep your healed heart healthy, and you will seek things that help enrich it and keep it beating this beautiful melody you have. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Okay. Would you mind if I just take one last little listen? One last auscultation? Just want to make sure that our music is playing as it should. Alright. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. 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 I think, my darling, that is playing something that feels just right for you. So, I think that you are all mended. Would you mind just telling me a little bit about any of your thoughts or feelings that you are having now? Just almost like a small informal sort of exit interview. Okay, let me go ahead and open up the journal. Good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay. I am very pleased to hear that. Now just heed what I say about making sure to keep your heart healthy and to find things that lift your heart, that help bring your own sort of light into it. I want your heart to remain whole and healed as long as possible. But eventually you may need some help again. And that's more than fine. Okay. Just at any point you can come back and we can take care of that for you, okay? Together. It was an absolute pleasure having you today. I appreciate you coming in to see me, Cora the Heart Healer. I hope that this heart healing has served you well, that you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like this video if you want to, comment if you'd like to, and subscribe